Not all videos about these will start like this, but it's time to get my first sister-based weapon, Tenet weapon, which means going on to, and this may be something I put into everyone, you have to go to one of these ships because you need to find that golden hand. Don't know what Spectre debris is, but now, once you have reached a certain point, you can stop picking these things up, and yeah, I need this to expire now. I need out of here. Some corpus-based thing to spawn. There it is. Now, you need to go down like a ton of bricks. That would be your sister going down. That would give you... Oh, that is actually not a bad choice. Not my first choice, but being this thing is sister-based, it is my first Tenet weapon, so I'm going to take this. Just because it is my first sister-based weapon. That's a bad idea. And you're down. Now it's time to vanquish you. Because why not? Also, great camera angles, isn't it? Really? Oh, you can be gone. Just give me your weapon. I'm going to vanquish all of you because I want all your weapons. But as mentioned, inbox, there it is. There is the Hound blueprint for some reason. It is tradable parts though. Did not know that one, which is obviously very useful, but that's where the weapon is. Then, as always, with the same with the Kuva weapons, it will appear down here so you can pick it up because it's already built. Ooh, so is the Hound. Oh wait. Oh, configurated by selecting 4 parts, but that's just one. Hey, I'll take it. And there's the weapon. Well, it doesn't look too bad. I'm guessing there's no polarities on this at all. There's one. Ooh, there's actually one. Wow. Didn't see that coming. You will, as you could probably guess, have to install one of these in it because every single Tenet weapon and Kuva weapon will need a catalyst in it. And no, I didn't actually see that. It has 2 V's on it, so fitting the primed mods for crit, 74% crit chance, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to throw these in here just in any random order. Before I do anything, I kind of want... I always lose Hornet Strike, and I don't know why. That in there, and we're just going to throw the 4 elemental mods in completely at random, because I want to know what happens here more than anything else. Jolt, and... Frostbite. Won't fit. But the normal one will. And we're already over 100% status with 70 odd percent crit chance and a 5 times crit multiplier. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put you there and throw you on there so it has 136% status. Oh my. Being the first Tenet weapon I had, I probably should have done this a lot sooner, but you will notice the 2 lines here. I was playing with this thing with multi-shot, but I was using lethal torrent because the fire rate on this could be a little bit better. It's fine, but yeah, put barrel diffusion in and it basically doubles the damage on it because it's a guaranteed 2 rounds every single time. And you can see it, 2 rounds every time. Even though technically they are close enough together at this kind of distance that you can't really tell a lot of the time, but you can see 2 distinct lines there hitting the same spot because this thing explodes on impact, which means the 5 former I put into this are completely wasted, but I have it built for status. There is the galvanized multi-shot mod I will probably replace that with because it's a... Oh, I'm gonna have to find it. And if they would stop talking to me, there it is. I wasn't planning on picking this up, but for the sake of this, I will, because I wanted that one first, or that one. To be fair, I'm going to pick up all of them anyway, so let's just go put this in, because it's the fact that it's 110% multi-shot. It's 10% less, yes. I really do not want to spend that much, but hey, this thing should still have a guaranteed second shot because it's over 100%. Yes, I would completely ignore the fact that that is in the wrong position. In theory, I should just swap those round. Oh no, that messes with the element. In theory, should mess with the element because I've got the 4 dual stat elemental mods in here. But it's still 2 shots because the multi-shot is 2.1. But on kill, 30% multi-shot for 20 seconds stacks up to 4 times, which means more multi-shot, which means more damage. It went from 4,000 to 3,800, and that's kind of meaningless because this should in theory do a 3rd shot, which is great because with 1 shot, and this is where a lot of people will strongly kind of disagree with me, it was doing pretty well. I could not fault this thing apart from the fact that it is one of those weapons that you need to have really good accuracy. And yeah, sometimes while just kind of relaxing and playing, I miss every single round, which is exactly what I tend to do with this thing. Or I aim for the ground so the detonation kills everything because, well, that radial attack has 2,500 damage, but it does have a 20% fall off, so at closer range, oh, this thing gets vicious. That is also why you would have noticed Primed Target Cracker and Primed Pistol Gambit are in here, because this is one of those rare weapons where, well, it has 74.6% crit chance with a 5 times multiplier, which means what, 3 out of 5 rounds will be doing 5 times the normal damage. Now it's shooting 2 rounds at once. I don't know why I didn't have it doing this to begin with. I just didn't put it on there because I concentrated more on the damage numbers. Because it fired 1 round, I ignored multi-shot. That was my mistake. I'm glad that it was pointed out to me that I'd made this mistake because, well, as you can see, as this thing is still firing 1 shot, it's good, and I liked it, but it was... don't want to say lackluster, it was still good. But as you can see, from here on it will be firing 2 rounds because it has the galvanized diffusion in there. And, oh wow, what a difference one mod made to this. As for the elemental side of it, I have it set up for viral radiation that swaps between that and... oh, what is it? Corrosive? No, gas. Nah, I don't like... kind of don't like the gas damage on it, but corrosive and blast usually. Sometimes, not every time. It literally depends what faction you go up against as to how you have the elementals combined on this. But magnetic is stuck because that is the base damage that this thing comes with. The bonus damage is magnetic, it'll always be there. Hence, I built the status side of 136% and put Primed Target Cracker and Primed Pistol Gambit on here for a 74.6% crit chance with a 5 times crit multiplier. Oh, this thing, it amazed me. Being a weapon that shot 1 round, I ignored multi-shot. That was my big mistake with this. I'm really glad. This is one of the reasons I started delaying weapon videos by a bit. It's been a month. I don't have an excuse for it. I've literally just been leveling Tenet weapons for the past month. This is why Digital Extreme said when this came out, actually it wasn't Digital Extreme, it was somebody there said it. I know who, I'm not naming names though. There's a lot of content that came out in that update. Don't rush through it so you've got more to do over time. Yeah, I rushed through and grabbed all of these and left this thing sitting on a shelf, and once I re-equipped it, played with it for a tiny little bit, and doubled the damage on it with 1 mod. That's why you don't just rush through a weapon and put it away once you're finished with it. This thing, I am so glad I came back to it. It was my first Tenet weapon. I kind of went, it's okay, I can live with it, it's fine, but it could do with more damage, and then, yeah, multi-shot. Multi-shot fixed this thing so well, and it just turned it into such a better weapon. Comparing it to the rest of them, I don't know. I have problems with every single other secondary. Just little bits that annoy me about them. This, now that it's shooting 2 rounds and I basically doubled the damage with the multi-shot, yeah. I don't think I have that same problem with this. This thing, the biggest problem is it fires one round at a time, because it is classed as a lightning fast railgun. It's rail slug, I think it is, but it's the headshots. You really want to land headshots with this, because headshots speed up the reload of this. It is one of those weapons that has little perks to it, like a headshot will speed up reload. Multi-shot will instantly double the damage, because barrel diffusion has over 100% multi-shot. It just turned it from a 26% crit chance and a 40% status weapon into a 74% crit chance and 136% status weapon with nearly 4,000 damage. So when it's hitting for a crit, that's 3,823 damage times 5. Yeah, I was wondering why this thing was a bit of a heavy hitter. That's why. It was doing 23s before, it's, well, now doing 50s. Yeah, near enough 50s. 40 to 50,000 damage per hit. Oh yes, and I say per hit because 2 rounds, it's classed as 1 shot. It is still 2 hits, so it's kind of doing the same damage, but it's now doing it with 2 rounds instead of 1. Multi-shot saved this thing so much. It made it so much better than a lot of the other secondaries, but we'll get into that in another video. Probably for those, when I can be bothered to re-equip them, because I'm still trying to get hollow keys and sort out the melee weapons that are... Those changes cannot come soon enough. But with that, I think we'll leave this off here. Would you say this is the best Tenet secondary? It looks to be like it possibly could be. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.